Micheál O Muircheartaigh, I believe you're Andrew Eadie.
I am, and welcome here, Micheál, today.
Thank you. Not a mid-Kerry surname.
No, Scottish ancestry, but I'm fourth generation, so I suppose my children will nearly be Kerry men.
They'd be accepted now as real mid-Kerry.
I think so, yeah.
Now, I believe this place, as a woolen mill, has a long history.
A very long history, started by the Eager family because of the access to the water. So the water power goes back to Queen Elizabeth I's time, and they used the water for washing the cloth and for the power to drive the mill. And so it has always been here in different formats as a woolen mill under different owners.
So that would be well over 300 years to have been well established.
Oh yes, yeah, it would indeed, yeah.
Now your connection, or the Eadie connection, didn't take place for a long time after that.
No, my great-grandfather came here in 1904. Not quite sure how he came here, but he had a woolen mill in Fermanagh, and he came and bought this off the Eadies and re-established a lot of his customers in Donegal that he dealt with previously, and that combined with the local market was how he found his feet in Kerry. He took on the local workers, and the other interesting thing is there was a mill in Derrymore over near Castle Gregory, and we found out by tracing the books that some of the staff came from there to here in the early years.
So there was a connection between all in the same trade.
Yeah, there is indeed, yeah.
Now I take it that you have lots of visitors that drop in here on the way of the
We do.
Ring of Kerry.
We do. It's just if you're going to Dingle or the Ring of Kerry, it's an ideal stop-off point, and people just see the sign and come in because they like to get to a place where things are actually made and see the production.
And what, if you like, intrigued the most about all this? There's lots of equipment here, lots of machinery. A woolen mills, there's always action there.
There is, and there's a peaceful rural setting they like, and the old buildings, some of the older buildings we'll see in a minute are up to 300 years old. They love to see that. Plus, they can see some of the products going from raw wool through to finished clothing items. So we've just got about 15 working in manufacturing now at the moment.
Where's your market? Is it Irish? Is it abroad? Or is it a mixture?
A mixture. We would sell about between 35 and 40% abroad to some long-established customers and some new ones we pick up from modern things like the internet.
They all mention the internet.
Yes.
20 years ago there'd be no mention of
Not
that
at
word.
all, no.
In a business like this anyway.
Isn't it extraordinary?
Yeah, and is it good development?
Oh, it is. We wouldn't have the resources to be going inside everybody's door all over the world trying to get our name in front. We sell a lot to west coast of America, which of course is similar climate to us, Seattle, Washington State, and then we have very good customers in New England, and then Japan. We're doing quite a bit in Japan this year.
Now, is there a danger that these crafts will die out? Are they under threat?
They are really, yes, because there's so much involved in them and so many processes, and the textile industry has suffered such a battering in Western Europe. You don't know, is the infrastructure going to be there to preserve the trade in the long term? It's still alive, and I suppose we've got to keep it alive because it's very important to our indigenous nature, really, and the fact that we can make things out of natural fibres and a tradition that is here for several hundred years in textiles. It would be a shame to see it die away. But yes, in the next few years, the challenges are to try and develop a few new markets. We did an awful lot of business selling blankets to hotels here for 15 years, and of course the hotels are in a bit of state of chaos at the moment with an oversupply, and we've had to find new markets to replace that, which has been a real challenge. But we have done quite a few, and we're hoping for some fruits of our labours now in the next
while. Will you continue with the efforts to develop new markets as well as trying to maintain what you have?
Oh yes, we have to, because I suppose as well as the textile business, the clothing business, which was a cause, many of our customers, has declined greatly in Ireland and Britain, and so we have to try and find replacement